Hello, everyone. How are we doing? I hope you're all having a wonderful evening. Welcome to episode 2 of Lessons in Deep Magic. What dwells in the dark? We'll find out because, well, we have to. Kinda. Because these people there kinda got in the middle of a magic explosion last time, and now they're standing in utter darkness, not knowing what's happening, who they are, where they are, what to do. So this is going to be what we're dealing with today. My name is Lydia. I'm your dungeon master, and these are my very, very sexy crew people. Look at them. Just look at them. Who do we have here? Phoebe. Tell us a little bit about Phoebe, who she is, and who you are.
That's me. Hi, I'm Savvy at Savvy Seaworth on the internets. Today I'm playing Phoebe, the cleric of the moon and self-proclaimed prophet of the elven goddess Sarastra.
What could go wrong? What could go wrong indeed? And next to Phoebe we have Pickled Fish, let's just call it the cutest member of this team.
Oh, thank you.
Pickled Fish?
Well, hello, I'm Draku. On most social medias, that's me. And I'm playing Pickled Fish, who is an entropy wizard, aka chaos magic. So, I love this. It's gonna be great.
And of course, right underneath, brooding and quite thirst-inducing, as we found out over the last week, with an inbox full of, well, hello there messages from various people all over the internet, and quite right too. We have Lorenzo.
Hello, I'm Noir. I'm playing Lorenzo, who is a paladin who took the Oath of Thunder. And Noir apparently took the oath of catfishing.
How's that working out for you so far? Seems to be going well.
I'm not disappointed.
Speaking of catfishing, right next to... Sorry. Right next to our dump here, we have the Bardist boy, the bestest Bardist boy, Bastion.
The bardiest bard that ever did bard. Yeah. Bastion. Hello, yes, I am Colin at Colonomicon on all the socials, including this one, including Twitch, and I'm going to be playing Bastion, the word singer bard and denizen of the Shadow Realm, hence the horns.
And how fucking awesome was this trailer, everyone? Like,
am I right?
I'm so happy that I finally got to show everyone. Good. I mean, Charlie, of course, Charlie from Encounter Roleplay, who put it together for us, and we're all very, very honored. It's very sweet, and I'm very happy about it. And we should probably get this started. Lessons in Deep Magic, which is, of course, featuring lots and lots of new subclasses and spells from the Deep Magic supplement by Kobold Press. So if at any point you're interested in something these people do, and your D&D savvy brains are like, that's new, I've never seen that, that's where it will be from. There's a Charlie in chat. Give her all the love, please. But last week, when yeah, that's fair. Last week, when we met Phoebe, Pickled Fish, Bastion, and Lorenzo, we met them at Zobeck's Arcane Collegium, and we saw Lorenzo get into minor trouble. We saw Bastion getting out of minor chores, Pickled Fish not getting it, and Phoebe getting her moon magic going when time went a little out of sync, or as one venerable professor put it so succinctly, fuckery was afoot. Things at the Collegium had gone a bit sideways. Clockwork hounds went against their masters, as did the stationary. People and horses randomly appeared and disappeared. One of Phoebe's friends got trapped in an eternal polymorph, and people, well, de-aged rapidly in front of everyone's eyes. So our party decided to seek out the Mistress of Stars and Shadow, Ottilie Riverbend, who would hopefully know what on earth was going on when they were suddenly plunged into utter darkness. Eventually, lantern bearers resembling various people from their past came to find them and reunite them with each other. Then they vanished, as did the magical light that tethered them to each other, leaving darkness to engulf them once more. And this is where we stand. In the dark, four scared, confused mortals, hearing each other's tense breathing, feeling each other's body warmth like a radiating beacon in the absence of literally everything else.
Bastion, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you clearly, but it's very dark.
Pickle, can you hear me?
Yes. Is that you, Lorenzo? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Phoebe.
Phoebe? Phoebe.
Yeah, I'm here.
What the fuck? What?
My sentiments exactly.
Did anyone else
see? I can't.
Did
I
anyone
cannot
else
very
see
well.
my mother?
You're...
I just want to get that bit out of the way.
No, I saw mine.
Oh, that's a relief.
Saw someone from my past as well.
Me too. It was nice. That was nice. This is not nice, though. I do not like this.
Don't tell me we all saw our parents. Did we all see our parents?
No.
Oh.
No.
I don't know why that's a relief, but it is somehow.
Mine's more of like an adopted parent, but
Me too. Me too,
Okay.
Phoebe.
that's nice.
Okay.
We should try to leave.
Yes. But how did we get here? That makes knowing how to leave difficult.
I'm gonna try to cast light on something. I'll say like my necklace, see if I can cut through the darkness.
A tiny sliver of light appears around your necklace, the half moon glowing. You can see it. It's almost hurting your eyes at this point. It's not bright, though. It's not the usual strength of the spell that you would be used to. It's almost like it is trying to fight through a smog, a cloud of pure darkness.
It's weird. Can you guys see me?
Yes.
Yes, it's faint, but yes. Oh, hello. Okay, well that's one thing.
I'd like to try and use divine senses just to see if I can sense any celestials, fiends, undead within 60 feet of me.
Celestials, fiend, undead. None of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Wow.
so here's a wild thing I just remembered that I can do. Shadow Faith thing. Path of Shadows. When in darkness, dim light, or a shadow large enough to cover your body, you can cast the Misty Step at will. So,
Spooky.
up to charisma modifier number of times. So that's for me 3 times. and I could regain this all after a long rest. I'm gonna try to, now that there's a light, now that Phoebe is like glowing that little it's your half moon pendant is glowing. Is that what it is? Or is it a choker? I don't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like a
there's,
choker.
Okay. Now that there's like that spotlight, Bastion's gonna back away a little bit from it, 20, 30 feet, whatever, into the shadows, and try to misty step away a few times to get further from them and kind of see what's out in the wandering darkness, and then hopefully be able to guide my way back by the light of the moon, essentially.
You
so
walk away. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he does tell them this, so he's. I'm not gonna do it without warning them. And I get 3 uses of it. So I'm just going to see what's out there. Just walk around a little bit, get out 60 feet or so. But as long as I can see you, I'll be right back. Just let me have a look around.
I'll stand right here.
Okay. All of you, please stay together. I'll be just a moment. And I'm going to use, Misty Step out. I think it's 30 feet, right? Misty Step? I actually don't remember, but yeah. I believe it's 30 feet. And see what I see. What does it look like being away from the light? What else can I see beyond that?
As soon as you Misty Step away those 30 feet, the light's gone.
Oh, shit. And he... Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, well, I can't see any of you. Could you all come to me? Just, follow the sound.
Just gonna make our way to it.
Yeah. I'll take Pickle's hand. I don't want to get separated.
Okay, good.
Follow the sound of the lute. You find... Sorry, Dulcimer. You see the light coming closer. You can see it as they're like 10 feet away. But as you get closer to Bastion, you notice a silhouette right behind him.
You guys see that, right?
Yes.
Bastian, can you come this way?
Oh, good. There you are. Yeah, yes, certainly.
Like, very carefully, but also quickly.
That's when a long, clawed hand is grasping your shoulder. And on your other shoulder next to your ear, you hear, "Are you lost?"
At this point,
I believe I was just found by my friends. In fact, thank you.
So you don't need help to find your way back?
All that we need, I think, right here, between these 4 minds, I'm sure we can take care of it. No help required. Thank you. Good morning.
Enjoy the low road. I will be here if you need me.
Uh-huh.
So Pickle, in an effort to get more light, she's gonna reach down and slowly start to unwrap her leg to see if we can shine more light on whatever this is. So she just starts...
You unwrap your leg, and the fire is immediately bright, much, much brighter than the light spell on Phoebe's necklace. It is almost cutting through that dark fog in its entropic, purely magical way. You see the creature recoil a little, and it's an odd sight. You have never seen anything like it before. It is fey, almost. I say almost because there is a mask covering its face. It's a beautifully carved mask with beautiful features, long, pointed ears, and dressed to the nine. Dressed in court fashion with a cravat, a lovely red vest, holding a golden staff, a golden walking cane, which is carved in the most beautiful elven fashion you can potentially even imagine. It's a glorious sight if it weren't for that really unsettling smile that is carved into the mask.
So we can all see this?
Now that the fire is a little bit brighter, yes. Still with the hand on Bastian's shoulder.
Yeah, I'd like to just call out, what is your name? How could you help us?
I am the Grain Speaker. I am wandering to help.
And would your help have a cost?
Naturally. Everything has a cost.
What is the price?
A memory.
Lorenzo.
Of our choosing. I have plenty of memories that I...
Don't listen to it, Lorenzo.
I just... If I could get us safely home, Bastion.
A memory
It's...
each.
I thought
And
so.
Bastion, you know what this means.
Yeah.
That's the sound of you losing your memory.
Yeah.
That actually scared me.
I know, real talk, I was scared too. It's like, eep!
No, check the green room chat real quick while I explain what that means. Essentially, Shadow Fae have specific tastes. They don't consume food and drink the way most people in Midgard do. And there is a special treat, very expensive treat, within the Shadow Realm. It is a spirit distilled from the memory of mortals, the memory of most often something sad and painful. However, there are various forms of these spirits, and you might be able to barter for something else, but you would lose that memory. You see, My mistresses are eager, always eager to try. Delicious sadness, hope devoured, despair condensed. If you have found yourselves on the low roads, how sad must your memories be? How valuable. And the creature is leaving, slowly sidling away. They're not walking, they're floating, they're part of the shadow. Starting to walk up to you, size you up, muster you, almost sniffs for that delicious, delicious sadness.
And you can send us home.
No. But I can send you up. Bastian, you've heard about the low roads. They are a tale for little shadow fae children to scare them, to make them cautious of when they first travel on the shadow roads. The Shadow Realm is not a place with regular streets. Horse-drawn carriages exist, but because it's a place made from shadow, when you travel between bigger settlements, you do so through the shadow roads. And there are levels, layers to these shadow roads. The low roads is where some travelers get lost, get taken when they're not careful, when their mind is not sharp enough.
Well, aren't y'all glad that you brought a Shadow Fae along in your party? Because one of my abilities is Traveler in Darkness. You have advantage on any Intelligence Arcana check to learn about a particular Shadow Road and how it functions. So, could I basically use this as navigating our way out of here, perhaps along the Shadow Road? Yeah. Oh, by the way, the breaking glass was the cat, in case you were wondering.
Figured.
It was the cat breaking a glass.
We can hear Ori scratching
she's-
as well, so give her some love. Stream cat. Stream cat. Give me the stream cat.
She's yeah. We'll get there.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm not going to use that right now because we're in the middle of a conversation with this entity, but noted. I wouldn't advise doing this. Giving memories to this thing.
But I can take the pain away. And he starts ignoring Bastion very deliberately. Walks up to Lorenzo. All those painful, painful thoughts. Wouldn't you like to be rid of them? They can be used for something good. To create something tasty. Is that not a good deal?
Do I get to choose the memory?
Yes.
But this won't buy passage for my friends, just me.
Just you. Unless you would like to pay their fare. One, 2, 3, 4.
I know it's tempting, Lorenzo, but there are better ways.
You don't know what I've done.
I wasn't asking, was I? Just know that there are better ways than eliminating those memories from your mind forever. They are, for better or for worse, what makes you who you are.
I think
You are the
Bastion's
totality
right.
of all of your memories. It's very easy to send them away and forget. But you wouldn't be our Lorenzo if not for whatever you've done. Don't fall for it. It's a trap.
I know.
Does sound like
Thank you very much for the offer. Perhaps if I were in less fine company, I would have accepted.
I understand.
We will endeavor to find our own path. Should we fail, I hope that we can still find you here. I would like very much to have an option.
No, don't want that. No, you can just leave. We don't need no fallback required. You can just away you go. Off with you. Off you pop.
And there I thought. You'd be reasonable. Considering. He looks at Phoebe. Tell them it didn't hurt the first time.
Sorry, what?
Interesting. As he walks, floats, melts into the shadow, you hear his laughter echoing, and then silence.
Bastion, I am trusting that you have a way out of here.
I don't have a way out of here. I have a way to a way out of here. I'm one step removed from actually knowing where we're going, but I think I can figure out where we need to go. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Excellent. So, I haven't done this in a very long time, but we are taught how to navigate these shadow roads as children. Look both ways before you cross the street, all that sort of thing. But also, there are some unique tools that we can use to navigate. All I need is none of you happen to be carrying a sextant on you.
Pickle, digs in her bag.
No. No, sorry.
Really had a disadvantage here then. All right, let me just. And Bastion kneels down, kind of looks at everyone, realizing that he's kind of sworn them off of what was potentially a way out with promising much more than he actually can deliver, because he's not exactly a great tracker. But he like kind of touches the ground, feels, is it dirt? Floor, ground, what? Like, kind of, he's trying to look like Aragorn tracking in like Two Towers right now, but he has no idea what he's doing. He's like kind of like smelling the dirt and stuff like that.
There is no dirt. There is no ground. There is something solid, but there is no texture to it. There is nothing. And the shadow roads that you know are different. Very different. They are palpable. This feels like a drop of water down, down, down into a well, and then you only hear that little echo, but you can't see where it hit the water surface. You can't see the ripples. You can't tell where the echo stops and begins.
So it's not a shadow road by any traditional definition I would know. This is something else
You would
entirely.
know it's something beyond. It's something the shadow roads use for faster transport. The void, if you will, that is
The road between
present.
the road between roads, is it like essentially?
And you can use your navigation. What was it again? What sort of check?
Yeah.
But
It's
you
Arcana.
will- Mhm.
It's Arcana for that.
You will still roll at disadvantage.
Okay, so I'll
Which
just
means
cancel it out.
cancels out, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, what can a guy get for a 7 around here? A laughter from the darkness. Yeah, that's what I thought. Bastion stands. I was just going to convey
go
that.
ahead.
I mean, just yeah. Go ahead, Darnell. Go ahead.
While this is all going on, Lorenzo is going to make his way to Phoebe. And then he's just going to ask, so does it hurt the first time?
This is
Shut
actually
up,
a pretty
bastard.
personal conversation. I know that's not what you're talking about. I just saw Bastion. I think it was funny.
I know.
Oh, yes.
Get it?
Yeah.
Yes, it's like a sex thing. Carry on. Yep.
Your memories, when they take them, does it hurt?
I don't know. I don't know what he was talking about.
Scrutinize.
You can certainly insight check each other.
Yeah, I'd like to insight that. Probably not very well. 7 plus 0. So just a 7.
I mean, Phoebe is her just usual fountain of vocal expression. So she's generally hard to read when it comes to emotions that aren't think about it.
Well, if you had, there would be no judgment from me. I'm just interested.
If I knew something, I would tell you.
I trust you. Bastion.
Lying's a lot of effort for no payoff. You're always going to get caught in the end anyway.
This is true. Have we found anything, Bastion?
I found that I'm an idiot. I'm so sorry, my friends. I have absolutely no idea what this is. It's some kind of shadow road, but it's the space between shadows. It's penumbra. And I have no idea how to navigate it. They don't exactly cover the subject in boarding school.
Well, that doesn't make you an idiot, Bastion. Besides,
No, just ill-informed.
you knew. More informed than the rest of us, you knew about that creature we encountered. I can't help but notice that the darkness seems to react to you. And he looks at Pickle.
It does?
He points at your leg.
I think it's the fire.
Flaming leg. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe if I walk in front, maybe I can.
And she like lifts her leg up and like sticks it out, trying to, get the light to shine a little bit further.
Just yeah. Can you see any further?
You can, sort of.
We can,
There's still
sort
nothing
of.
there.
Well, you said it's a road, right?
Bastion, make me a history roll.
Okay, that'll probably be just as bad. Advantage, disadvantage, anything?
Straight.
Can I cast guidance
Same.
on him? Since he's doing a lot of work here.
Please do. Because I just rolled very badly.
I think you get to add... Well, you get to add a d4, so I don't know how much it's actually going to help, but...
Okay. Rolled a 4. Okay, so that got me to a 10. So that's exciting.
10.
Got that going for me.
You're trying to recall the stories, the bedtime stories that you've been told. Who told you those stories when you were a child?
My father. That was like basically the only time that Bastion spent with his dad. That was his like one fatherly duty.
And you remember that his stories were always good. They were always fascinating. But as you grew older, you also realized that every story he told you was a lesson. Every story he told you had the goal of making you better, making you smarter, making you wiser. And you recall something about emotions taking form, taking shape. When you leave the low roads and go deeper. You can't quite recall something about emotions.
About emotions, you said like taking form. There may be a way to navigate out of here. But we are in, if this is where I think it is, we are in a place that exists well beyond our understanding. A place where colors have voices and where emotions can take form and walk. It's, well, honestly, it's pretty trippy if I were to sum it up in just a word or two. So I can't guarantee what's going to happen. as soon as we attempt to leave here. And I think it's best if we all try to keep our emotions in check. I don't mean stay calm, because we have every reason to be on guard and nervous right now and a bit on edge, but just try to remain centered. Does that make sense? Am I using that word correctly, Phoebe? I heard you say it before. Is that about it?
Yeah, I probably would have said grounded, but centered is good.
Grounded. Yes, everyone stay grounded.
If it helps for me when I'm trying to do that kind of thing, I focus on my footsteps. It's easier to stay grounded if you think about the ground.
Yeah. Think about it. Okay.
We should probably advance as well. I don't trust standing still here.
Yes, I agree. Keep that light on, Phoebe. Go ahead, Lorenzo.
He just kind of kneels down and he goes, can you approach me for a moment? You see him prick his thumb. There's just a little droplet of blood, and he goes, I'm just gonna put this on your forehead. And you see, as soon as he pulls his thumb away, there's sparks of lightning. And then they kind of surround you. And then just every now and then there are flecks of lightning. He casts heart to heart on you. So as long as one of us is standing, if you drop below your hit points, you are stabilized. And he goes, hop on my shoulder.
Okay.
And he's just kind of using you as a lantern. Yeah.
My little leg extended, just sticking in the air.
Leaving leg.
Well, okay.
You're the
Buddy system then.
pickle.
Come on, Bastian.
Pickles are
You're mine.
yeah, coming. And we'll walk in front. I can keep making noise so we don't get separated.
Oh, I have
So
an idea.
And she does a little motion and pops out dancing lights. And I'm going to center those on Bastion and Phoebe as they're walking ahead of us. It only lasts for like a minute, but it's a cantrip. So
You can recast them.
Nice.
yeah,
I should note that heart to heart lasts for an hour.
for an hour.
Okay.
So you're
Alright.
walking surrounded by colorful dancing lights. The bright flame of Pickle's egg and Bastian playing a little song.
Shit. I can't figure out what comes after that.
You sound
It's
fine,
good.
Bastion.
There's
Oh, sorry.
a mood change almost as you keep walking through the darkness. The darkness starts to lose a little bit of its threatening presence. The darkness is still surrounding you, but there's also lights. There's music, there's laughter, as Bastian occasionally curses, as Bastian occasionally is aware of people listening to him and then gets a little bit self-conscious about it. And as Pickle starts to bob and dance with the music, and as your emotions
I'd imagine getting
tip,
kicked in the forehead at least once.
Accidentally, yes. Which she'll squeak a little, like, oh, I'm sorry, and then keep dancing.
And it's always hilarious, it's always cute, because of course Lorenzo doesn't blame her either, and as that emotion tips, the shadow roads are no longer as terrifying and no longer quite as low. You start to see shades, you start to see moving figures, creatures with horns, shadow fae, on their way to whatever their destination is. You see humans and dwarves, travelers, merchants, but mostly denizens of the Shadow Realm. And Bastian, you recognize these shadow roads. You no longer feel lost. So the space between has nothing to hold on to. If you don't feel lost, you're not lost.
Bastion's
Like
planning
you
to
did
get
it,
that
Bastion.
tattooed across the shoulder blades. Well, yes, I did it, but we did it. But I think we're... Ah, dear. I should warn all of you right now that most Shadow Fae are not at all like me. And you should be prepared for a bit of culture shock.
That's okay. Experience is experience.
Yeah. But keep a positive attitude. Like, I think that'll get us through a lot, actually, because you'll see. You'll see.
Do you mind if
yeah.
I add a thing to your backstory, to your truth?
Sure.
Because I don't know if we talked about where exactly in the Shadow Realm you're from and all those things. And it doesn't matter. I mean, you can if you want to make something up and want to go home to your loving parents. We can go there because that's how the Shadow Roads work, and you would know that. You can navigate your way through them and basically think yourself into whatever larger place you want to be in. There's the option to walk across forests and through landscape, basically, but nobody wants to do that because it is the Shadow Realm and it is ever-flowing and ever-changing in not the best of ways. But when you think of a place that you would remember as A, being your best chance to get back to Midgard, and B, a place you always wanted to be in, then that must be Coromel, the City of Lanterns. Because this is the place you were never allowed to go. The Horngate Inn that you always wanted to play in, because it's where all the bards get their big start. Especially because there are people of Midgard and other realms in this particular city. It's a merchant hub. It's a place that your dear parents consider much too worldly, much too tainted by other species and races and unworthy people to visit or let their son visit. So you've never been there yourself. You always kind of wanted to see it.
Okay, I'm going to say something that sounds a little bit wild. But anyone want to just maybe take a little time off in Caramel? We're not far. You're never really far.
You don't
we need
mean
to
like...
find out.
No, you said caramel. Do you mean caramel? Or do you mean something else?
Coramel, City of Lanterns, Shadow Realm. They don't teach you this stuff in schools, do they? Right. Well, it's a lovely city. There's an inn I've always really wanted to play in, if I'm completely honest. But beyond selfish concerns, and I admit that there are a few, if we can get there, there's certainly be a way back to Midgard. It's a safe bet, and also my mother's not there, so even safer.
The more you talk about her, the more I do want to meet your mom, just so you know.
You just think you do, but you don't. I can understand how on paper it might sound appealing, but really awful, really terrible in person. You're gonna have to trust me on this one.
Yeah, we all have to form our own judgments. I mean, if that's our best bet getting home, then why would we go anywhere else?
Yes. And I'm sure I can get us there.
Well, you haven't been wrong
there
yet, so...
Is
that
there
what you
someone we
think?
could talk to about what happened?
Possibly, but where would we even start, Pickle? What?
I don't know.
I don't even know how to describe what happened. There are certainly powerful mages in the Shadow Realm that might have some idea. If you'd like to seek out answers, I'm sure we can ask around.
Well, I don't think anyone at home is going to be able to explain it.
No, I would say not. I'm sure there's some mages in Caramel that can answer questions.
Well, if we have one option.
Make me that roll.
Okay.
And yes, you can cast guidance. You would be able to see that he's doing this and that he's trying to get his bearings.
I just take his hand. It's okay.
Thank you. He's a little flustered, but gets his advantage, so that's a 12 and 11. So we're gonna go with a 12. So that's for him a big 13. I'm gonna spend that D4. 13. Okay, that is a 15.
Yeah, thank you. You get there easily and almost within the blink of an eye. Again, that's how the shadow roads work for Shadow Fae. You feel your excitement. You feel the excitement of a teenage bard who picked up his first dulcimer, and you feel the rush of almost forgetting things about school magic going weird, creepy dude in the low roads. You're just like, oh, this place. And this excitement, this emotion, again, that's how the Shadow Roads work. They just rush you forward. You all get a sense of vertigo for a moment. And when you look up, you find yourself in Coromel. In a big square that seems to be made for travelers of the Shadow Roads, with a beautiful view over the river Lethe. The large marble bridge, gleaming white in the dark, spanning it. It splits the city in half. You see lanterns of black iron and sparkling silver, constantly burning, ever burning. It is the City of Lanterns, all over, on every corner, on every street. You see the amethyst towers of the Black Prince's palace. And you see people. So many people. Creatures of all kinds accompanying these people. There's little dragons. You're the first to see it, Pickled Fish, because there's one right next to you. It's sitting on a little balustrade and it's eating a candle. It's tiny.
Lorenzo.
It's tinier than you even. And it's just
Lorenzo,
Yes, Pickle.
there's a dragon.
Huh.
Look at it.
And so there is.
Do I have something on my snout that says to wax there?
Would you like to get closer to the dragon?
Why are you looking at me like that? That's weird.
Hi. Hello. I've
Oh.
I've never seen a dragon before. Hello.
Oh, I'm a dragonette. Lantern dragonette, and as the dragon gulps down the last piece of wax, points at its belly, and it starts to glow. You okay, little one? You good?
Yeah, that was really cool.
Cheers. You seem all really lost. Okay.
Just new in town, that's all.
You're in town. Need a guide? Hey.
Do we have to sell
You're just-
memories to you?
What? God damn it, no. We don't do that
Oh,
here.
okay.
Well, some of us do, but I don't do that. I just, I take my payment in candles, gold, whatever money you kind of have. We can exchange everything here, but candles would be good.
Oh, I do actually
Candles?
have some candles. Yeah.
Candles.
Pickle digs in her
I
bag and
also
pulls
have
out.
candles.
Yeah, we can do candles.
Yeah, we can
Candles
do
are-
candles.
Show me the money.
Candles
Where,
are-
where? And he starts flying around you, fluttering around you.
I'll
Seems
open
it-
my bag. I have like 10 of them. I have all these ritual candles just like hanging out in my backpack.
I believe I
Ooh,
have
you
20
got the-
ritual
you got the
candles.
Good
Oh,
candles.
Jesus Christ.
I've got sealing wax.
Why do we have so many candles?
You have sealing wax? I love sealing
Because we're
wax.
broody.
It's really bad. It's really bad for my hips, but I love sealing wax.
Maybe don't eat it all at once.
All right, so I'll take these candles, your sealing wax, and what's yours, Vampire Boy?
Dampier.
Whoa.
As long as
I
you're
have
not Umbral,
20
you're fine
rich-
here.
I have
20.
20
All right.
ritual.
Well, for the whole city tour, taking 10 of yours, and the sealing wax for a quick tour with immediate drinking night, a little bit of a pub crawl. I'll take just 10 candles and the sealing wax. Any particular place you want to go? If it's kind of like dangerous, like the tumbles, then I'm like it's all
Wait a
the
minute.
candles,
We
like all
just,
of them.
we
all
just
of them,
paid
all
a,
of them.
we just paid a dragon in candles to be our tour guide and take us to a pub crawl. Is this Lydia
Well,
the
we're
Dragon?
considering it.
And now it's
I thought it was Dragon
Dragon's
Lydia.
not called
Okay.
Lydia.
If you say so. Carry on.
You haven't asked his name yet.
Point. That is a very fair
What's your
point.
name?
Straight and to the point. Thank you, Noir. Oh. My name is Califax, the inimitable. The unique.
Gotta check the Califax.
Hey, it doesn't matter how you say it, as long as you feel it.
She gets it. She gets it. I've been living here forever. I have been raised on the streets. Well, above the streets because I fly. But I've been raised here in the City of Lanterns. I can tell you every corner. I can tell you where you find the gamblers. I can tell you where you find the dangerous gamblers. Don't go there. I can tell you where to get the best booze. I can tell you where to find the best bars. I can tell you where to find the best girls, boys, whatever you're into. I can tell you where to find the market, sheltered market, open market, Fire Fate Park. You want to see the fountain? The fountain's great. What are you
Can
here
you
for?
tell us how to get back to Midgard?
I'm assuming the same way you got here?
Well, that's the thing is that, yeah, we didn't get here on purpose.
Right. Cool. Yeah, you might need a little bit more than candles. There's a couple of mages that can do the spells, but that's not me. You need spells like planar shift. Anyone? Plane travel? Plane travel? No? Cool.
No, we're still too early in school for that.
Yeah, and I'm
sort of
afraid
late-
of heights, so
And she doesn't even
Well, I
go
guess
here,
you're
so-
fucked. Might as well enjoy yourself. You're now stuck here in Carmel. Hey, there's worse places to be stuck in. I mean, if you could have ended up in Oshragora, that would be bad.
Oh, yeah. Dreadful.
Lorenzo and Bastian, you would know Oshragora is the city fallen into shadow and full of umbral vampires and ghouls. Not a place you want to accidentally end up.
Yeah. Dodge that crossbow bolt.
Yeah. There's no
Hey,
sun here, is
listen.
there?
Oh, yeah, I don't need...
Sun?
Yeah, Bastion doesn't need his glasses here.
No, you don't. It's the Shadowrun.
Oh my
You can see
god,
his
they come
pretty
off.
eyes.
Of course they come off. Did you think I slept in them?
I was attempting a joke.
Ah,
I thought it was funny.
Chat
Thank
is
you.
going crazy because you took your glasses off.
It's nice
Wait,
to
what?
see your eyes, even in the dark.
Oh. Yeah, and Bastion's eyes are like yellow and glowing. Especially now that he's back home. There's an inn I've actually always wanted to play in, friend. Perhaps you could lead us there? We will get back to Midgard, but we could have a drink first, right?
Oh yeah, we got plenty of food. You certainly, good sir, but your friends can imbibe as well.
Is that alright with all of you? Anyone in a rush to get home?
I could eat.
Now that we're here, I'd love
Even
to
if
see
we-
more.
Oh,
I
Oh,
am
you-
partially concerned about the baby and the consistently polymorphing people that we left behind, but I suppose one drink wouldn't hurt.
when you put it
If
that way, I feel like
anything,
an
if we're
asshole.
going to remain calm, it might help.
Grounded.
You hear the plucking of one string of the dulcimer as the dragon lands on
Do you mind?
You're a bard.
Yep. Correct.
I got just the place for you. Flies up. Food, drink. Yes, no. Other places. Mages. Market. Talk to me. You got me for like 3 hours.
Mages.
Yeah, I
Mages.
think
Oh, are we on
mages is top priority.
So is there like a meter running right now?
Well, you can always pay me more candles.
Right. Well, whatever's closest, yeah. Let's
Sweet.
get going.
Yeah, let's get a move on. I like these candles, so would like to have some of them when I leave.
We have a lot of candles at the temple if you need them.
That's
These
nice,
would
yeah.
these would smell like cranberries. They're really hard to find.
Wow, that's really nice.
It is. So let's follow the paper dragon thingy.
Yeah. So you get the full tour of the city as he leads you around. He's always floating above, but somehow you can hear his voice in your head. He's using telepathy at some point because, you know, it's up above, easier to navigate. And he takes you past the Horn Gate Inn, tells you about all the famous bards that have played there. Bastion, you recognize at least half of those names and feel a little bit sad that you can't see it from the inside. You hear music coming out. It's God, it's so good too. And when you see a couple of posters of, oh my god, they're playing here tonight. But then immediately on you are seeing the Pluming Lantern Pleasure Salon, where a couple of folks are lingering outside and seem very relaxed, and the soft scent of bath oils is in the air. There's lanterns everywhere, dancing lights everywhere. It is a very colourful city. There are the sounds of night. Sure, the Shadow Realm is always in darkness, is always in everlasting twilight, but in this case it feels actually quite relaxing. You don't understand why people would be scared of the Shadow Realm and why Bastion would warn you of the Shadow Fae. Everyone here seems fairly nice. Takes you past the Sheltered Market, which is a big, massive obsidian building surrounded by various shops. You see a shop selling magic mirrors, and you see shops with magic items, food stuff. It is delicious. You feel your mouth watering a little. It takes you past the park with a large marble fountain that you can see from a distance, surrounded by maple and oak trees. There's a lot of people there. A lot of people waiting to get to that fountain, to the point where guardians, Shadowfly guardians, in official uniform with glaives and spears, they protect the entrance area. They keep everyone in check. They make sure everyone is respectful. There's an orange glow coming from that park, some form of illumination magic that you would recognize, Phoebe. And eventually you are being led to the Lamplighters Guild. Well, this guild hall, the dragon says, is that of the Lamplighters. They take care of all the lanterns, but they're also responsible for the planar travel, keeping the square we met in, in order, making sure that various travelers don't bump into each other. That would be bad. I've seen it once. It was funny, actually. I would like to see it again, but they tightened the rules and regulations and all the red tape. It's kind of ridiculous these days. Anyway, well, if you head inside, they might know who to actually put you in contact with, considering that you kind of got lost here, accidentally ended up in the wrong plane. I've heard it happen. We've had a couple of mortals coming through, and well, could have been a lot worse. Could have been ending up right in the prince's bathroom. Oh god, you wouldn't have lived for 5 minutes. Or in the river. And you have noticed that the river Lethe is black tar-like substance, shadow flowing through the city. Well, if you head inside, Headlamp, Marty Dwerick knows this place almost as good as I do, and more importantly knows other, non-dragons and mages better than I do. They don't really chat with us, bastards.
Thank you. That was a lot. You really packed a lot into a short tour. I'm actually quite impressed.
Thank you. It was good kind of wax.
Can I ask a question?
You have me for another 15 minutes.
What is that fountain that we went by?
Oh.
With the glowing.
Yeah, that's the good stuff, isn't it? It's one of the very, very few places in the Shadow Realm where you can get actually clear spring water. You see in the river, right? You don't want to drink that. You can. You shouldn't. But you can. The fountain, however, has magic water, which is why there's like so many people there. And you're standing, let's just say because you would have asked that when we were there. You're standing near the entrance. The guild house is nearby, and that's they're all waiting to fill their flasks or get a drink from the fountain, and you have to. Oh, of course, you have to give a little to get a little. Right, that's how it works. A little sacrifice. Right. It's also really pretty, that fountain. It's like things, people eating each other. I haven't been in there in a while. They don't let me in anymore after the incident. So, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, hold on. And he casts a spell. Little illusion suddenly appearing. I forgot I could do that. It's been all pub crawls lately, so like the history stuff. Good shit. I like it. Don't get me wrong, but it's all drunk students lately, so yeah. Anyway, there you go. And casts a little image of a white marble fountain, very similar to that big white marble bridge that you've seen across the river. And it's a bear's head in profile on top of the fountain, with a human head caught in its jar, in its jaws. And the human head in turn has a frog in its mouth, and the frog has a carp by the tail. And the carp's body is sort of carved as if the frog is caught in meat-leap, and there's a constant stream of pure, delicious-looking water coming out of the carp's mouth.
That's quite a trick.
Charming.
Yeah, head inside if you've got something to sacrifice. They'll be fine. Like, it doesn't need to be a memory. I know you seem kind of worried about that stuff, but no, that's usually kind of unionized at this point. Who gets to harvest memories? Like, you can't just go around willy-nilly asking for memories of people. That's kind of rude. So it's usually the Fierceth that do it these days. A couple of the Fey ladies, of course, are here for it. A couple of people in town as well. And the market stall, the shelter market, there you can still sell your memories. Good stuff. You can get good stuff for that.
Something that
So you can sell them as a currency. It's a service that's provided here.
Hey!
Lorenzo, you know my feelings on this. I wouldn't do it.
It's just nice to know.
Yes, the option will always be there for you if you want it. I mean, it helps that your best friend's a Shadow Fae. I can always find you a buyer. I know a guy, as they say.
I trust that you'll get me the very best deal.
Of course. Should it come to it? Of course. So, this Lamplighter fellow, anything else we should know?
He seems decent. Had a couple of chats. When you have the larger groups, occasionally you get in the way of some of the big people, and they don't like it, and then they complain because it's all about transport, right? It's all about tourism as well. Like, we're big on tourism. Lamplighters always get shafted with pretty much all the jobs none of the big Fey lords and ladies want to do, so they got put in charge of us as well at some point. It's a bit odd. But, you know, they let us do our thing, and we let them do their thing, and everyone's happy.
When you say us, you mean your fellow dragons?
Hey.
Oh.
Messengers. And points up at a couple of dragons you can see have messenger bags slung around their bodies and fitted to them. Oh, hi, Ophelia! How's the kids? Yeah, cool.
But you deliver the mail in the city?
Well,
Is that it?
messages that, yeah, well, trinkets, messages, mail, love letters. You know.
Well, that's an essential service. Thank you very much for providing that.
Yeah.
Is there a way to peer into what's happening in Midgard, to see what is occurring there from here?
You can probably get one of the looking glasses. They're expensive. I guess you can ask them for a trial.
Can you tell me where they are?
Well, if you left here, then right, then around the first obsidian stall into the sheltered market. The second row, no, they've changed things around. That's where you'll find produce now. Fourth row on the left, that's where some of the looking glasses, magic mirrors are sold. I think there's also the really expensive shit outside. We walked past it earlier on. That weird, really, really good-looking lady that is just kind of creepy, though. That she opened that place just a few weeks ago, actually. Seems fairly fancy. Don't know why they didn't let her into the sheltered market, but the prices are a little bit steeper. But maybe she has specialized stuff.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Bastion, I would very much like to check in on what's occurring in Midgard. I think that I would look into these looking glasses.
It hadn't occurred to me, but now that you say it, yes. That would be a good first step, find out what's actually happening back home. Certainly.
Alright. Well, I was going to offer to meet up with you, but I would truly enjoy your company here in this place. So, and he's okay. And then he's going to start heading in the direction that he was given.
Pickle Phoebe, do you want to come with, or would you like to maybe talk to the Lamplighter fellow? Up to you.
Yeah, we can stay
I can
and talk to
accompany
him.
Lorenzo.
We can talk to him.
Yes. Yeah, I trust the two of you with that. I think your charms will be much better than whatever me and Lorenzo are offering. He's a bit gruff, as you know. Right. Meet back here in short time. Is there any way? I don't want to be separated here now I think about it. Just don't let anyone buy your memories, is really all I'm saying. Just people are going to offer, don't just say no. That's okay. Lorenzo, wait up! And Bastion
We'll be here when
comes,
you get back.
I've ended up in produce.
Oh god, he's ended up in produce. I have to go. Runs off.
All right. So as Lorenzo and Bastion head off, we stay with Phoebe and Pickled Fish. And, of course, the dragon is essentially already devouring half the candles. Is kind of on break, sitting on a side, so unless you have any more questions, he'll probably fly off.
Oh, I do have one more question.
All right, how can I help you?
Do you have, I mean, I know how it works where I'm from, like temples and stuff?
Yeah.
Altars,
Yeah.
places of worship.
Well, we don't really worship too many different gods here, because when you have Sarastra always watching, you don't want to worship any gods, you know, because she doesn't like that.
Do you have temples to her?
Yeah, everything's a temple to her, I guess. Yeah, you can you could give your sacrifices at the fountain, actually. That kind of counts. They have various representatives of different religions, I guess, and it's all a bit hush-hush, but you could do it there. Or is there anything specific you need?
No, just mostly curiosity. I'm pretty separated from her, you know, upstairs, so.
Oh. Like you're, and he looks at the moon jewelry and like, oh. Oh, you're a fan. Right. Yeah, I should appreciate
Yeah, that's one
that,
word
I'm
for it.
sure. You can see him be a little bit queasy, be a little bit like evasive about talking about the higher ups. Even after he'd mentioned the stuff with the Black Prince and he'd have your head. He looked around, almost a little bit haunted.
Well, thanks for your help.
Always happy to help my friends from Midgard. See ya! And then flies up, glowing, does a little looping, and is back with a crowd vanishing within.
We should probably do this first, but I would really like to see the fountain.
It sounded very interesting. We did say we'd wait for them here, but the fountain's not that far away, so when we're done here, we could just go there.
Yeah, okay. I like it. Well, let's do it.
Yes.
Where are you going first?
Lamplighter.
I think
Where
we're
are you
gonna
going
go.
first?
Yeah, the Lamplighter. We're gonna go in and talk to
Mm-hmm. Marty.
Marty.
You head inside, and it's a very large building you've come to. Many stories, many different windows, all lit brightly in an orange glow. You've been kind of standing to the side. There have been people coming in and out all the time, very busy. Most of the lanterns you've seen seem to be magic, but there are some regular ones. There's different types of lights, fires. It's a wild mix of different magics as well. And the Lamplighters Guild Hall seems to oversee it all. If you head inside, there is a reception. It gives you a sense of bureaucracy coming in. You see a shadow fae woman sitting behind a little wooden sort of contraption, little window, a classic old-fashioned sort of postmaster situation. Just writing something, being deep in thought.
Hi, excuse me?
Oh, hello. Come in. How can I help?
Hi, we're looking for Marty?
Yes.
Oh. Well, they're not. Do you have an appointment?
No, but it's very urgent. Like, plane traveling danger urgent.
Right. Well, if you want to fill out this form here with all your information and authorization for various magical scrutinies, considering... is there any paperwork you have on you from any of the higher-ups, any of the magisters, lords, ladies of the realm?
No, that's the problem I was hoping you could help with, actually.
All right.
See, we're not supposed to be here. I don't mean like...
Well, no, not without an appointment.
Well, not in like a legal way, more of in like a spiritual way.
She seems confused at that mere word.
Okay, you know what? I'll just fill out the paperwork. That's fine.
Thank you. Next, yes, and she looks at Pickled Fish.
Oh, I'm with her, but yes, I also don't have paperwork either.
You know your leg is burning, right?
Yes. Yes. It's okay.
And she like fans her hand through it to show like it's fine.
She's incredibly
Okay.
magical.
Interesting. You might be able to sell that leg at the market. Would fetch a pretty penny.
Oh. What would I walk on?
Well, another leg.
I like this leg. Thank you though.
No worries.
She's like
Call me if
backing
you need me.
away. So, like, just-
The
I'm gonna try to
Paperwork
fill out
you
the paperwork.
in front of you is... Oh, just thinking about it gives me a headache. It's one of those incredibly legalese documents. Colin is smirking. Legalese documents that are just so many sentences smashed into one big sentence, and when you're done with it, you've forgotten the first half. It speaks about various... various magical incidents of various degrees of severity. Half of them sound the same. The other half doesn't make sense to you at all. You fill it out as best as you can, and I think a general intelligence roll will let us know just how good that is.
Oh, I should not be the person doing this, huh?
well, I can't read very well, so you
got
definitely
it.
have to be doing.
Wait, are we a party that all has low intelligence scores?
Mine is a 9.
Mine's decent. Can I assist or can I do my own roll?
Mine is
or-
also a 9. Go
You can
team
assist.
dumbass.
Oh, great.
Ooh, that roll was horrible, so it's a 6.
Oh, jeez.
We're really doing well with rolls today, fam.
So good.
So what, yeah, roll with a... No, you when you help out, Phoebe just gets advantage. You didn't.
Oh, I'll get advantage. Okay.
Then yes,
Yeah,
please.
So this is
please
probably
roll.
good. Okay.
I'm gonna be nice
Oh,
like that.
okay. That's a 16 minus 1, 15.
That was the DC. So
We
you
did
fill out
it!
the paperwork. You managed to get through most of it without nosebleed. You managed to bring all the important information to paper in what you think to be important sections, and most crucially, you remember to mention Ottilie Riverbend, Mistress of Star and Shadow, thinking, people will know her here. This should be a good name to drop. And as you hand that in, the clerk looks at it. Riverbend? Oh. What? Lost in her office. Polymorph magic explosion. A horse? I'll
Well,
give her
technically
that.
a
And
unicorn, but I abbreviated.
she was about to fall to walk out, and then turns around, gives you a what the and then just keeps moving, and you're left alone for about 10-15 minutes, and eventually you see someone come your way. You see another shadow fae, very tall, very thin, very elegant movements, and he is dressed in a nice uniform similar to the others, but a little bit better kept, and definitely not a person that does the walks around the city. Like, it's more of an office thing. And he introduces himself as you are the people from Midgard who talked about Mistress Riverbend. My name is Master Strock. Is there any more information, many clarifications you would have on this particular incident you are talking about? You understand that this seems serious.
It's very serious. I think it might be easier for us to just ask you if you have questions, because a lot has happened.
Yes, that is true. Well, come into my office, and Master Strock takes you into a small office to the back. He doesn't seem to be the person you were looking for originally, but sits you down. Any water, tea, coffee?
No, thank you.
Now, you claim to be apprentices of the Arcane Collegium, is that correct?
Well, Pickle is. I'm more of a adjunct.
Right. And you have spoken with Mistress Riverbend about this incident, did you?
Well,
she sent you?
no.
We tried to.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So you think are lost to this explosion?
Oh, she's incredibly powerful. There's no way.
Well, yes. That's why I'm so surprised, quite frankly, that we haven't heard anything about this. You are the only people from the Arcane Collegium that have appeared here, as far as I'm aware. If Mistress Riverbend travels, she would... Oh. Could you write down their names, please? And yours as well, just here.
Yes.
Phoebe, can you do that, please?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I'll write them all down.
Yeah, surname as well. Middle name if you have it.
Do you have those?
You might have. I don't know. Ask Bastian and Lorenzo quickly if you would know their full names.
Bastian told you his middle name once.
Lorenzo made it. Lorenzo kind of makes it a thing not to mention his full name. So it's just
He
Lorenzo.
just writes Lorenzo.
Then roll me an intelligence.
Just
Roll me an intelligence check to see if you remember Bastian's middle name.
Oh, man. Is there a stat for friendship? I
Can I give her
rolled.
advantage?
I rolled a 1 is the thing. So
You do not
0.
remember his middle name, and you misspell his surname.
that's a big goose egg, folks.
If Phoebe ever saw a signature from Lorenzo, she would know that he signs it Lorenzo VS.
She doesn't remember.
Probably won't. Let's be honest, in the Shadow Realm, this is probably going to be a good thing in the long run. So,
Especially if you misspelled my surname. That's actually very handy.
You have an alias now.
So, you write everything down. May I, without insulting your honor, may I refer you to someone with a little bit of a knack for... You see, we have to be a little bit careful here with the ne'er-do-wells. If you forgive it, can I put a Zone of Truth spell on you? This is really weird. This is really strange. The story you told me, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Is that it?
Oh, yes. I mean, I would not ask that of anyone. There's normally quite a lot of paperwork involved if you want to do that here, but it seems to be the fastest way to ascertain whether you are really indeed speaking the truth or making this up in a strange attempt to undermine the City of Lanterns. I thought we had good relationships with the Zobeck, but you understand.
I absolutely understand. Or does it turn to Pickle? It's fine. I know what he's doing.
All right.
Okay.
He casts a spell, and I'm assuming you're going to fail voluntarily? Or are you going to try?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Oh, that is a relief. I can mark that. Yes. All right. Well, the procedure in this case would suggest that we pass this on to my immediate superior, who will then pass it on to their superior. Eventually, it should come to the halls of the Black Prince. We would need his authorization for any larger event like that to really check upon Midgard, or even contact the ambassador directly. It should only be a matter of possibly 3 to 4 months. You're welcome to find a place to stay while that is being taken care of, and I will inform you, of course, immediately, as soon as we know more.
Now, is that your time or our time? And also, are they
Your
different?
time. Well, normally we don't really have such a thing as a time here. We do try and adopt customs of peoples we deal a lot with, as you will have found. This is a very open city.
We don't really have that kind of time.
We're not sure if what's happening is only happening at the college, so I feel like maybe can you look sooner? That is a long time.
Well, no. That would be again above my pay grade. They might be able to contact someone, but as far as we're aware, we have not been given any official sign by the ambassador. So,
Well, not hearing from the mistress is very concerning, I would think. They're not like, the process to expedite complaints if, I don't know, you think one of your people might be dead or something.
Well, if she were dead, I would assume that, again, someone here would not be yet informed. They would take care of that sort of information processing and then pass it on to those who need to know. But you see, if you say this is a magic explosion of sorts, we would feel the ripples here. The city is closely related to Zobeck. In fact, if you know your planes, we are almost the same place, just different. We haven't felt anything here.
Do you know that, or is that also above your pay grade?
Also above my pay grade. I've set the things in motion, and of course, if Marty thinks it's smarter to handle it directly and immediately, then they will do so.
Is it possible for us to talk to Marty?
I'm afraid not.
Why?
What about the Black
is
Prince?
that also a good idea?
Oh, you serious?
Yes.
Incredibly, our school exploded.
But it didn't, though.
But
I feel like we're just talking in circles here. Like, do you know, or are you just saying, or you did put the zone of truth on us, so I feel like I'm being a little more emotionally honest than I normally would be, which apologies if that's causing you some stress. I don't like to do that. But also I feel like you're not giving us a straight answer.
I can only tell you what I just told you. Things have been set in motion, and if the explosion was as large as you claim, then I'm sure people have already taken note of that and are taking care of the problem.
Okay, well, why don't you let Marty know, like you said you were going to, and we'll just wait.
Yes. Throws the
here
paper tube.
We'll wait
that
here.
Paper tube into the air, and it vanishes immediately. And he's like, "Well, I have other appointments."
Okay, but our school and our friends exploded, so.
They're rapidly de-aging, and they could be non-existent by the time we get back in 3 to 4 months.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I'll be right back. And he leaves the office real quick. And while you're waiting there, we are checking in with Bastian and Lorenzo. Lorenzo in particular, you have found yourself in the produce aisle, where you find a beautiful amount of strange food, drink, things that could be food and drink, but you're not entirely sure. You just managed to walk right to a stall that sells deep-fried everything. The smell is enticing.
This was my favorite.
It's food. So let's carry on to the mirrors. Unless you would like to purchase the snack.
Sir, I saw you look at
Actually, if you don't mind.
the deep-fried vegetables. If you would like to try, we have little samples here, and you get a little toothpick sample thing.
He looks at Enzo like, please.
Deep-fried meats.
Go ahead, Bastian. Lorenzo goes to the sample guy and grabs a sample, and then just gives his sample to Bastian. So Bastian gets double samples.
That's what
I'm
friends are
entitled to
for.
one sample. I will take all of these and give them to him.
We just had that come in from
God.
the what? Oh, you froze there. Everything okay?
There we go.
Cool. Colin?
Sorry?
Uh-oh. Oh, there we go.
We have a freezy thing. I think we're back. Sorry, guys, but did you hear what I said?
Are you good?
Or
Okay.
wait, yeah. We just had that come in from the Margrave Forest in Midgard. It's a fresh boar. I must say it's a little bit too spicy for me personally, but people really seem to like it. For you two, sure, it's a fairly new taste. Quite, yeah. How do you feel?
Isn't that exciting? Yes, I'm definitely interested.
Yes,
Tasty?
I'm terribly
You would
excited.
like to?
How do I feel?
Well, I was assuming you'd eaten it, but you might not have.
I quite like it. It's very good.
Well, we have a couple of different meats. If you would like one of our sample platters or one of the large sausages, you can. I can pack them up for you if you like. I'll plate as well. We've got sauerkraut too.
Yeah.
A bit of an odd combination, if you ask me. But
Can I just get sort of like a? Can I just get one of those great? Yeah. So I've been away. I've been away a long time. But I made like a bento box. If you could just sort of pack all that in, just
Munchie box, of course, Munchie box coming up. You see the prices on the side as well. You can pay in regular gold. You can also see a couple of prices that are like asking for, of course, the ever favorite memories. Sheltered market, they're allowed to do that. But also things like a lock of hair or a beloved, a gift of a lover. Things that seem odd, trinkets, but always something that is...
Could you repeat that last one? Because you broke up in the middle of that. Could you repeat that last one?
Oh.
After selling feelings and memories. Trinkets and whatnot.
Not sure why I'm breaking up. I get you normal, but yeah.
It was a gift from a
lock
lover.
Of hair, gift from a lover, various little trinkets that seem to have some form of emotional attachment.
Bastion runs his pockets and sees he doesn't have any money on him. He almost never does. He spends most of his for pocket change. He's just out playing his dulcimer on the street, hoping someone tosses some coins in his case. So he often doesn't have that much, and the money he gets from his parents just goes to paying his tuition and stuff. So he's pretty broke. And he says, "Just wait a moment.
How much for his lunchy box?
Take this," and I think I have just the thing. He reaches into his dulcimer case, and there's a pocket on the front of it that he reaches into, and there's a little notebook on the inside. Just a little simple notebook that he keeps. And he flips through the pages, and you can see there's little penciled in, looks like song lyrics and stuff that he's written. And he flips through to the back, and there's a little card that is an image of a crescent moon on the front, and on the back is a sort of simple song prayer to Sarastra. And he's like, should cover 2 bento boxes, this one, actually.
Takes it.
But wait, put the card down. How much for the munchie box?
Oh, you don't want to give that away. I can see some unrequited. Oh, lots of longing. Oh,
longing.
All right, if it's gonna be like this, just give it back.
You can get one of the fucking actual item magical shit for that. Don't sell on the money. Munchie box. Got you, fam. Points at the sign where it says 3 gold, a Midgard gold.
Lorenzo will pull out his pouch. He's got 50 gold, and he just takes out 3, and he just slides it on the table, and he takes the card back, and he hands it to Bastion.
Good friend.
So Phoebe, huh?
All right, listen. That was what you heard was greatly exaggerated.
Right. Longing.
Fuck you. All right.
Come.
You know what? You know what else, Lorenzo? You know what else? Thanks for
yes. Well, they don't seem to have anything that suits my appetite. I'm on a bit of a juice diet. That was also another attempt at a joke.
Oh, we do have blood.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, that.
Opens up a fridge with various. It's definitely Sprite, Coke, Fanta, that sort of stuff. Dr. Pepper. It just says A positive, B negative. Oh. You've got blood from various types of creatures as well. You have blood from various types of humanoids.
Do you have any AB gnome?
Oh yeah. That's an acquired taste. Here you
It's really good. Yeah.
Throws you the bottle.
If I remember right, it's very sweet.
That would be 5
sugary.
gold. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'll take 2 of these. And do you have any? O? He just points at Bastion.
Shadow Fade blood. That's. We're fresh out, but looks around. That is something you should not be asking in the city. Here's your receipt, and then hands you a receipt with an address written on.
Oh, thank you. All right. This place
You've been in the Shadow Realm for 2 hours, and you're getting into trafficking organs essentially.
Let's go and see about finding these mirrors.
Yeah, so Lorenzo and Bastard are walking, just like eating bento boxes with like chopsticks, like as we're going to this place.
Lorenzo's just sipping on his like Capri Sun pouch. Oh, AB, no.
Capri Sun pouch. I told you the food here is damn good.
It's
I
really
can't stand the
good.
dining hall back at the college.
This person didn't smoke at all.
It's not all blood, but there is blood. We can accommodate your interests too. I mean, we should hang out here more often. You know, I've been
It's
meaning
very
to take
difficult
you
to find blood that I don't have to hunt in Midgard. This is actually kind of nice.
Oh yeah, hey, and I do still have some, well, not friends, but I have people that wouldn't let me just crash, I suppose. I have people that would let me pay them to sleep at their home, if you ever wanted to come visit.
True, and you have
that's the hotel, isn't it? I'm describing a hotel.
Yeah, yes, you are, and you have quite a bit of money.
Yeah, I am a little low on funds at the moment.
Oh, are you
Thanks
now?
for that, by the way, it wasn't.
That's no problem.
I appreciate that. I wasn't really ready to part with it, but I thought it would be worth a pretty bit.
I wouldn't let you part with it even if you wanted to. For what it's worth, I approve. I support you.
It's actually very nice to hear. Thanks, Enzo. And then there's like awkward bro silence. Bastion just kills the awkward bro silence with like a. All right. Looking glasses.
You know, I feel as though this place exposed something personal of yours, so it would only be fair to share something of mine, which is it is very difficult being around you and Phoebe, knowing what your blood tastes like. I would like to have that memory removed.
You've tasted our blood?
Well, the blood of your kin. I didn't eat food until I was in my teenage years. I was raised extraordinarily privileged.
I see. So you subsisted entirely on blood then? Directly from the source? Sorry if that's too personal.
I lived in Bloodkeep. And yes, we would have individuals trafficked in.
And I know you mean this in only the friendliest way imaginable, but you're saying that our blood, my blood, and Phoebe's blood, elfin blood, is
particularly delectable. Shit. Oh yes.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to be around pickled. Blood is not as enticing. It's much easier to hold a conversation.
You know, it's strange. I've never had anyone tell me before that my blood is enticing or not enticing. This is a first. And yet I can't help but think if I was in Pickle's position, and you were to tell me that my blood wasn't tasty, somehow that would upset me, and I don't quite know why.
Which is why I will never tell Pickle that her blood is
less than desirable.
Not. Exactly. Besides, she's a good friend.
That she is. Well, I'm happy the four of us got stranded together, if nothing else. I just wish I
Much better
understood
than
why.
I'm certain there's a reason.
Much better than what, Lorenzo?
Being eternally locked into a polymorph spell, I'd imagine that would be very uncomfortable. I've been thinking about the mechanics of it.
Yeah, it does raise a lot of questions, doesn't it? And yes, that is objectively worse.
For the blood smelled disgusting. It was constantly shifting. One moment it's elephant blood, the next human girl blood, then donkey blood.
By the way, knowing what I know now, based on what you've told me, it might be best if you didn't come to the...
Come to the where?
The private one, not the public. The ritual. Under the full moon. No, it's not... Look, I know where your head's at right now. I understand you're making all kinds of jokes in your head, but it's not that. It's just... And he starts to pull his glove off. It's just that it, well, and he shows you his palm, and he has just a massive scar down the center of his palm that looks like it's been cut and recut multiple times and healed over. It's just like one consistent straight line right down the center of his hand.
Without even thinking, you just see Lorenzo kind of lick his lips a little bit, like,
Yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of. There's the ritual that Phoebe and I do. The ritual to Sarastra involves both of our blood. She doesn't cut her hand. There's no set place you have to do it. I chose to use my palm, but it's this. Yes, I wouldn't want to make you uncomfortable with that.
I have done the math, and I've chosen to travel with all three of you because I have decided that you're all much better friends than you would be meals.
Lorenzo, for as long as I've known you, as much as I always wish to accept your compliments, I can never quite tell if they're compliments. I mean,
Well, that's why I keep you around. I need to get better at it.
Yes, we'll have you singing like a bard in no time.
Your talents only go so far.
What's happening on this? So, looking glasses?
Looking glasses, yeah.
Where do we have to go?
Yeah, the Lorenzo starts leading the way now that he's kind of gotten out of the produce section. He's like, okay, I can retrack where I'm going. And
we're still in the produce section?
But we got out.
There's lots of produce.
Okay.
Yeah. I do actually love the idea of you guys having this entire conversation over just like a bunch of broccoli.
Capri Suns. Unfortunately, the only store that he remembers is the lady that just set up shop, whose prices are extraordinarily steep. So that's where we're heading.
All right. You're finding the place quite quickly because it is new. There is still a lot of lights and little knickknacks that she has put in to attract attention, and she is pretty stunningly beautiful, standing outside trying to get people to come to her shop to have a look at the mirrors. There's a lot of them in various different sizes as well. and she seems human, funnily enough. Very tall, raven black hair, straight, long, dressed in simple yet elegant clothes. It's hard to really tell from the way she dresses and the way she acts where exactly she would, what sort of social class she is or how much money she has. She's very polite. She's very sweet. And, you are walking up to my store with someone who has a goal, someone who has a target, and someone who knows what they want. That is quite impressive in this city. How may I be of service?
We're looking for looking glasses.
Well, I have quite a lot of them. Would you like a regular mirror or something with a little bit of a kick?
I would like to try one before I
Scrying.
decide which one to purchase.
A scrying mirror. Oh, well, naturally. We have quite a lot of those. A little handheld one, the silver here. Follow me. And she takes you inside. As you walk inside, all the mirrors are placed in a way that it's almost like a little bit of a mirror maze. So you constantly see yourself. You see her as well. You see her face appear. She has these beautiful green eyes, dark skin, and it is odd because sometimes there's a little bit of a delay in the mirror. Sometimes the facial expression seems to change. Sometimes there's a colorful haze above. But at the same time, while it's a little bit unsettling, you feel at ease in her presence. So, this row right here, these are all the
And
scrying
Bastion
mirrors.
gives her a...
Yes?
Oh, sorry. There was a lag, so I didn't catch you when you were talking.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah. Bastion gives her a very traditional greeting. You said that she's not Shadow Fae. She's human.
No, she's
Right.
human.
She's human. He gives her a very, as she like leads them away. She's like, as she's leading them away to like show, here's where the looking glasses are. He gives her a very traditional greeting, which is he says to her in Umbral, essentially, thank you for your assistance, Daywalker. Daywalker being the traditional term who's not Shadow Fae, among Shadow Fae. But some might consider it offensive, in some circles possibly. But among Shadow Fae, they don't care.
Yeah, she doesn't. She stops a little and then responds in Umbral, but with an accent. Well met.
And you see Lorenzo, like Bastion, gives a very formal, very kind of stiff bow. Okay, he's going back on his Sunday school training a little bit here. Please show us your wares.
So, is it a gift or for yourselves? Would you like something slightly more pragmatic or fancy?
We're looking to try it once before we decide.
Naturally. By all means, any of these here can be used for scrying. There you go.
And what must I do?
Well, you cast your scrying spell, obviously.
Are there any mirrors that are enchanted with the scrying spell?
Yeah, that just got the scrying
Yeah.
kind of cooked in.
Oh, I see. I apologize. Those are naturally a little bit more expensive, but yes, you can find one of those. Hold on, and takes you to another area. There's one rather beautiful mirror. It is gold with a few red rubies set in the frame. The frame seems to be very stylized eyes all around. There we go. This would be one that gives you, once per day, of course, the ability to scry.
He picks it up. What must I do?
Well, you would have to tune to it first. And she will... You... I'm gonna roll an insight versus... Because you have no fucking intention to buy this thing. So, versus your deception.
Oh, yeah, no.
Do we roll our
We're those
deception?
jerks that are taking cards for test drives.
You
that we're
roll
never gonna
your
actually buy.
deception. Lorenzo, you can roll with advantage if Bastion is helping you.
Okay.
I would love to, and I would assist.
That is going to be a 21.
Yeah, okay. You're...
Ooh.
16
Well,
plus 5.
That's not bad. I rolled a 17. I don't have stats for her, so but even with any pluses I could get, she's like, it's a new shop. She knows exactly what you're up to, but she is also understanding that she can't really afford to just kind of throw you out just on a hunch. And my God, if it's for that one,
Can I
okay,
recognize the moment that she kind of like pieces it together?
Oh yeah, you see her smile go a little bit frozen for just a second, and oh, naturally, you would just give it a little bit of time to attune to it. Sure,
What's
you know
your
how
name?
that works. Marishka.
Mariska, I do not have the coin necessary to purchase this mirror from you. I have every intention of using it because it is an emergency. But I can give you my word, and my word is this. When the time comes where I do have the means, I will return. And I will... And he looks around at the shop. And I will spend a great many coin here.
Is this an official promise you would like to make?
I know where I am. I know the consequences of such actions. And with that knowledge, he puts his hand out. I promise.
And she shakes your hand before Bastion can even say anything. I accept your promise.
Then, after I get done using this smear, it would appear that we will be seeing much of each other.
Lorenzo. Before you go making promises in this realm, it is usually best to ask what the conditions will be if you default on your promise. Would you care to tell my friend what will happen if he does not fulfill his end of the bargain?
It is much too late for that.
Only a man that
He
does not
owes-
intend to keep his word has something to fear.
He owes me a favor. You have yourself a very honorable friend. You might want to brief him a little bit better on the consequences of his actions. I shall leave you some privacy. Just
Bastion says that
put the
he
mirror
is,
back
he is
when
very
you're
honorable,
done.
and he looks to Lorenzo. I'm going to have to work on that.
And she saunters away. Still where she
Lorenzo
can
smiles
see
and
you,
watches.
so you're not stealing any of her stuff. but she gives you.
Lorenzo.
She's out of earshot.
Lorenzo,
Yes.
my dear fellow.
She
Do you
just
know why
opened her
Sarastra?
shop.
Do you know why Sarastra teaches us to lie?
I do not lie.
And that's why you don't worship Sarastra. But guess what? Everyone here does! They lie about everything all of the time because the Shadow Realm is full of lying liars who lie. Do you understand me? Whatever you have just signed up for, even if she'd put it in writing, the end result would not be what you were expecting because that's what my people do. They lie, and they deceive, and they trick for no reason other than because they can. You cannot go making deals with my people. It will only end in tragedy for you.
I've endured my fair share of tragedies, Bastion. And let me tell you that this place is not filled with liars, because I am here, and I do not lie. And I do not think so poorly of your people. And you have yourself to blame for that. And he kind of gives him a punch on the shoulder. I
Take
am not
inspiration
concerned.
for that, Norris.
So, I wish that you weren't so bloody good at that.
She just
just don't want
opened
you to
her
do that.
shop.
That's all.
I could not take advantage
That's
of her.
bullshit and you know it.
I could
Oh,
not take
come
advantage
on.
of her.
So you allowed yourself to be taken advantage of in her stead.
Better me than her.
You are the most honorable man I've ever known. I sing a lot of songs about honorable men. They're all dead.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'm halfway there. He looks into the mirror and see if he can get it to work.
The fucking one-liners Noir is throwing out today are choice.
I know! Noir with the one-liner.
Ooh. And as you say that, the mirror flashes, drenching the room and Lorenzo for just a quick second into an eerie red light that then drains like blood from the room. And there's an image shifting. You see Lorenzo. You see something in the mirror that you remember. The storm. The flashes of lightning. The rumbling thunder echoes in your head. Then you see the school. A scene from your past when you first arrived. And it goes back to you on the road with Rumble. Half starving in a forest. Then it goes back to the only real memory you have of your parents. And then it just is your face, looking back at you. You feel like the mirror has connected to you.
All right. It would seem that I've attuned, so shall we look for the mistress, Riverbend?
And you see...
Maybe...
Oh, what were you about to say, Bastion?
Oh, just if it would make you feel any better, rather than, oh, bloody hell, what's the point? You've already sold your service. I was going to say we could leave a tip, just a few coin. That would have done... Never mind. Proceed.
You see the Mistress Riverbend in the library, putting a book onto the shelf, smiling at Roderick, walking back into her office.
Does the school
Sitting
appear
down
to be
at
normal?
the desk. Yeah,
I
she
fucking
doesn't seem
hate
to
that
be
guy.
alerted. She doesn't seem to be worried. The library looks exactly like it always did. All is well.
If I can, I would like to see if I can find Phoebe's friend, the ever polymorphed girl.
You will your attention to almost like zoom out. And from above, bird's eye view, you see various students throughout the Arcane Collegium. You see some students you remember were definitely on the ground, screaming toddlers last time you saw them. And yes, you do see Phoebe's friend sitting on a bench. They are having lunch in between classes.
This is good. They're safe. He
Agree,
puts
it's good,
the
but it's
mirror
also
down.
confusing.
Very. It would appear that the four of us are the only ones to suffer consequences from whatever occurred.
At least lasting consequences. Perhaps everything has reverted to its natural form back in Midgard. And now we'd merely have to return home.
Return.
Yes.
But hey, that also means that we could spend a little bit more time here, and then you could finally enjoy your visit. There's no rush.
Are you saying we can go to the Horn Gate Inn?
Of course.
Please tell me we can go to the Horn Gate Inn. Come on.
Let's go. Let's go get Phoebe and Pickle.
Okay. Okay.
Just one moment. And he goes back to the shopkeep. All that I need to know is there a time limit?
For a favor to run out? Or to fulfill it?
Yes.
No.
I know that I have no right to ask. But if you could refrain from asking me to spill blood of the innocent, I would be very grateful.
It is noted.
Until we meet again.
And meet
Walks
we
up.
will.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Bastion has his dulcimer out, and is like, ever since you said that when you went away to talk to her, he immediately dropped the case, cracked open the dulcimer, pulled it out, and immediately just started like furiously running scales. Okay.
He does that when he's nervous.
Not nervous, just getting. Shut up. Let's go.
Let's go.
Mareshka still stands there, smiling. An enigmatic smile. But she seems quite pleased with herself. We return to Phoebe and Picklefish, still sitting in that office. You've been sitting there for about 40 minutes. 50 minutes. An hour. Hour and a half.
So the boys have, like, been shopping for a long time, huh?
Yes, they're still not back yet.
I mean, I hope they found something fun.
Should we knock on the door?
I was just
Been a
thinking
long
the
time.
same thing. Yeah. Yeah, we should probably ask.
Pickle strolls up to the door and just...
Which door? Because you were left in his office. And he's walked
Oh,
out.
we're in his office.
Yeah.
I guess in that case, she'd kind of peek her head out the doorway and kind of look around, see if she can see anybody.
There are people there. Nobody, though, is anyone you'd recognize. The receptionist has changed. Different shift, perhaps.
Pickle.
Yes.
Tell them Marty left us in here and we're wondering where he is.
That is a really good idea. Okay.
And she, like, scampers over to the receptionist.
Yes?
Excuse me. Yes. We were having a meeting with Headlamp Marty, and he said that he would be back very shortly, and we've been waiting for a long time, and I'm not sure where he's gone. Is it possible to send him back to the office, or to tell us where to find him?
That office? That is not Mr. Marty's. That is Mr. Shruck's. You.
Yes. He called Mr. Marty in to that office because we were already in there whenever we were waiting before.
But Mr. Marty's not in at all today?
He, That is very strange. We saw him earlier.
I'm just gonna, for clarification, because I don't want to be that bitch that lets players run into something just because they misremember it. Is this you trying a clever ruse, or are you just misremembering that you didn't actually talk to Marty, you talked to a different guy? And
no,
he did
I
say
lied.
at some point.
Yeah, I do remember it was not Marty, but
Cool.
yeah, because Phoebe were like, oh, go say that Marty, so yes,
Cool,
I
I'm
am
just
definitely trying
checking.
to decept.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Good.
No,
Good.
Phoebe
Then
just
roll
is
me-
like, hey, lie.
Pickle's like, oh, I'm so good at that. Yeah.
Roll me a deception roll then.
Hey, 17.
Not bad. Unless I get a natural. No, I also rolled a 17 though. Huh.
Oh.
Oh.
Roll Or
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
I've only rolled 17s on this dice so far. This is wild.
I know, apparently. I just unplugged myself. There we go.
Different die.
Can I have
Different
guidance
idea that I
Pickle
just-
on the way out going like, hey, you're going to tell a lie right now and it's going to be hard, but you can do it.
You know what? Fine.
okay?
Then you win that first one. Yeah. Sure.
Who
Oh,
would
is
have
that
thought
okay?
Phoebe was a bad influence?
Because you would have done that too.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
Well, I thought Mr. Marty wasn't in, but
It was kind of an emergency meeting, and so he made a special exception, but now we don't know where he went. And it's kind of an emergency, so...
all right. Well, I can ask his vice. I can ask Master Shrock to help you out. I'll check in his office 1 second. And
Okay.
she comes back 10 minutes later. There's nobody up there either. I'm not sure where they went, to be perfectly honest. Feel free to wait a little bit longer in case they return, but this is very strange. I'm new here. My colleague's just on a break.
Myself. And she kind of puffs herself up a little bit, as much as she can puff herself up at her small stature, and she just like,
Well, we've been waiting a very long time, and we would like to resolve this now. So if you could just if you could give us his contact information, we will go find him ourselves, because we have been waiting for a long time.
Roll me an intimidation check for that. Because I should have thrown you fuckers out long time ago at this point, to be perfectly honest.
Pickle get like permanent turbo disadvantage to intimidation checks.
Her name is Pickled Karen Fish.
I'm channeling my inner Karen, and I hate myself for it, but I'm trying. I rolled a 14 intimidate.
14 intimidate.
It's canon now. Pickle Karen Fish is canon.
We will speak to your manager.
Oh no.
Just the differences in the days we're having. It's just killing me. It's
Now, I must say this is very rude, and I cannot give out personal information of my superiors. That would get me fired. Please.
Well, I will complain, and that might get you fired too. So, so I feel so bad. So we need a resolution now. We are very upset.
I can get you coupons.
I cannot deal with the actual guilt I am feeling right now.
Exactly. So uncomfortable.
Sorry, 1 second.
I'm sorry. I thought we were gonna get a deep voice Pickle for a second, like coupons.
What? I did want to take that route though. What good are? And her voice goes like up a little higher because she's trying to be like angry. What good are coupons in this time? This does nothing. This is an emergency, and we need a resolution now.
Helen! And she heads to the back. Half crying, heads to something that is definitely a break room, and you hear quick voices, and then the other woman going shh, 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 and then you hear nothing for a while, and then the other woman comes back out, the one you've been dealing with before, and says, now, there seems to be a little bit of an issue here in communication. I'm sure it's just a misunderstanding, but your case will be looked at in due time. We have lots of work here, and she points at the various people that are in and out. We have many cases to deal with. Interplanar traveling is not a trifle.
It's not just interplanar traveling. It's time manipulation, and there was a lot of scary things, and a pencil attacked us, and we need a resolution now.
You are coming in right at that point when you hear Pickled with a raised, high-pitched voice screaming at a woman about twice her size.
Wait, we are?
Yeah.
Phoebe in the background looks very proud. Like, yep, you've done it.
Like, Lorenzo's gonna make his way, like, very briskly to Pickle. Is everything okay? Like, oh, you know what? Like, with an axe out. Like, is there a problem?
Oh my god.
And these are my associates, and we need an answer now. We need to talk to the highest person in charge. We need to yes.
She's just fluttering on her words, can't even get English out. Like, just...
She's doing amazing, is what she's doing.
Yeah, I can see that. There are 2. You know what? No, at this point, 3 guards entering the guild hall.
Oh, no.
Alerted with an invisible alert that was pressed by a very scared, crying woman who had peeked around the corner, then seen an axe being flashed at her superior. Jesus fucking Christ, I can't leave you people alone. And 3 guardians, very tall, buff-looking, swarming. There is a formation to it. There are 2 sort of flanking from the side, 1 coming up to you directly. They are all Shadow Fae. They are all fairly well armed with javelins and pikes. And now, I need you to calm down and leave this woman alone. Please please lower your axe. Now.
And
One
Pickle
moment.
gets louder.
And now you are threatening a poor, defenseless ratfolk who is just here to raise alarm about a very big emergency that you are ignoring, and we have been left alone, and no one is helping us, and now you're just sending in your thugs because you can't give us a resolution.
Wait, what is this all about? Lorenzo slowly lowers his axe.
She's
As,
like,
as
motioning like,
Pickle
no.
is laying in, as Pickle's laying into this dude, Bastion hey, we're all good, lowers his hands, and just taps Pickle on the back with 1 finger, and casts Fey Glamour on her, giving her advantage on all charisma checks.
Wonderful. Mostly because Pickle will need to roll.
Okay.
Especially as that new, different magic is infusing her very brought up, stressed state. She'll need to roll me a D100.
Oh, 100. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
I know what this means.
Oh, you talked
I'm
yourself
so
into a chaotic rage
Oh
at this point.
no!
And we know what happens.
Pickle, no!
When Pickle does
No.
that.
16.
16.
Is that,
Mm-hmm.
that's good, right?
And as that Fey Glamour appears, you're not quite sure if it's you, Bastion, or something else, because you feel, ow, almost like a little static shock from her, as the smell of brimstone engulfs Pickle, and shadow from your hand to Pickle, or from Pickle to your hand, it starts to cloak her. It turns her into something strange, something powerful. She seems to rise in stature. She seems to be actually intimidating. And the funny thing is that
Shit.
That was
the
not me.
actual hilarious thing here is that this is actually giving her advantage on charisma intimidation checks. But also disadvantage on persuasion checks at this point. So I'm gonna say that Chaos Magic overrules
Can I
your regular spell.
Oh, we can't cancel it out?
no. I'm gonna be saying no, because else I need to be my own person and not a poor clerk that's being shouted at by random Karens. So that shady, shadowy creature, Pickle, is now definitely intimidating. People, other lantern lighters, are stopping in their tracks or moving back from this group. Lorenzo, do you still have your axe raised?
No, he lowered it. He's looking at
You did
Pickle
lower
like,
it.
what is going on?
This is Pickle Karen's final form.
Helen is also retreating. There are now 3 guards still having their weapons raised. Very suspicious of what the fuck is happening. Madam, I need you to stop using magic in this place. We will take that as an act of aggression.
Okay, hold on. Let me see how Pickle reacts to this, because she was not expecting that. She immediately, like, freezes in place, and it's just like, I didn't mean to do this. This isn't me. What happened? I don't know what's happening. Bastion, what did you just cast on me? I don't know what's happening. But can we assume it's like 2 octaves lower?
Thing, madam. I did not do any that would be illegal under the circumstances, and therefore I did not do it.
Okay, could someone tell me how we got to this point?
Right, we need you to come with us, please.
Wait. That shouldn't be necessary. Pickle, what are we trying to get here? I thought you were under attack.
We are trying to get, and she's really, like, awkward as she's motioning. We're trying to get an answer to what happened, because we brought it up with Master Struck, and he said they would not investigate for, it would take 3 to 4 months, and there will not be a school by then. We need an answer now, and
the school is fine. Everyone at the school is fine.
Yeah. Now this would have been a good time to mention that. Yeah.
Fine.
Yep, we're all good.
It's fine.
Yeah, we
totally fine.
Scryed on the school. Oh, and Phoebe, your friend in particular, the one that was polymorphing, she's currently having lunch. It doesn't even appear that she remembers being polymorphed.
I'll come out of the office at this point and be like, oh my god, Pickle, are you okay? That was so stressful.
And I'm still this weird shadowy form, right?
Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah, okay, I'm just...
You're
Phoebe, hi!
like freaking Spawn here, yeah.
So
oh my
things
god, like
have
the
happened.
Powerpuff Girl Spawn version of the green one. Yes!
Oh, that was dope.
I'm
Buttercup?
okay with this.
Yeah.
Spore? Wasn't it called Spore? Or something?
I don't know. Spawn
Scab?
is
I
the
don't know.
original,
I'll
but
definitely
I don't know
look
what.
It's been so
Sorry.
long.
Everyone Google
In
Powerpuff
that
Girls.
case, thank you for your time. And we'll
Please
just
leave.
be going now. Yes, we will leave.
We will absolutely be leaving now. Thank you so much
we can
for
just
your
leave.
service and your time.
I will
Big
be leaving
misunderstanding.
a positive comment card for you, Helen.
Is there a survey we should fill out?
Please just leave.
Okay.
All right.
This is a civilized city. We welcome various races, various cultures, various peoples, as long as they can follow the law. Now, if you would please remove yourselves from these premises. Thank you.
Going?
We'll
On
be
our way.
leaving now.
Just
Come
ushering
along.
Pickle out.
Pickle?
So it's a lawful city, not a civilized city, but we don't have to get into that right now. Come on, Pickle. It's fine. You did very good.
Okay. Can we figure out what is happening right now, though? Why do I look like
Yeah.
this?
We absolutely should.
I was going to tell you perhaps you should relax, take a couple of breaths.
So we should be grounded right now, Pickle. Let's talk about it. Can you feel your feet?
Yes.
Do you feel them touching the ground?
Yes.
Let's just think about that for a minute.
And as you're sitting there, standing there, floating there, the shadow dissipates. Pickle is herself again.
There you go, Pickle.
Okay, that feels much better. Bastion, are
All you
you
had to
sure
do
you
was
did
think
not
about
cast
it.
something on me?
Oh. Yeah. No, I totally did. But authorities and whatnot, I didn't want to. I was trying to make you more intimidating. I'm sorry. I should have asked first, but
No,
circumstances being
that
as they
worked
were.
very well. I think I was very
If
scared.
anything, too well.
I was very intimidated.
Yeah, so was I. I must say, Pickle, when you turn it up, you really turned it up.
I feel really good right now. But what did... So the school is okay?
Yes, the school is
So it seems.
it's fine.
That doesn't make any sense.
All seems well.
It appears that we're the only ones that experienced any lasting consequences. I can always go back and see if Marishka is willing to let me take a look again, but I'd rather not push things so soon.
Lorenzo,
I think that's all we need to know. Yeah.
you
Yes.
feel something in your pocket that wasn't there before.
He takes it out.
It's the mirror.
He just looks at Basket and he goes, I did not steal this. I didn't do this.
Oh, I
No,
know you
I
didn't.
didn't.
Oh, I know you didn't. You made a deal.
Yeah,
What you
to
did
use
was
it
worse than
once.
thievery.
I didn't ask for this. I should give it back.
And as you
I'm
discuss,
sure
the
that
mirror
would do it.
flashes blood red. And you see Mareshka's face. And you hear her voice in your head. Actually, I might be cashing in that favor much sooner than I anticipated. And that's where we end today's session.
Ah!
These dang cliffhangers!
Yes.
I'm in danger.
I'm danger.
You did this to yourself.
Oh,
He
he's not even
told
lawful
not
good, he's
to.
lawful neutral.
I did my part. I told him not to.
Aw,
Look,
same, pal.
my paladin tenets are very specific.
Oh, I love it so much. It's so much nicer as a GM to deal with a fucking paladin than it is as a fellow player. Right, Colin?
Yeah, God, please don't even start. Tell you some
How you
horror
feel,
stories,
guys?
folks. A lot of feels. A lot of feels tonight.
Yeah.
I feel horrible. I need to go, I need to just go watch Karen videos and, punch
No.
myself in the face.
We both
never
said this in the
again.
chat, but I'm like, I'm tipping at least 30% for the rest of my life until I die. Like,
After that, yes. Oh, I
if you
feel
work in
bad.
customer service, we love you, we respect you. We're gonna tip you so much money.
I would
Like a
never behave
motherfucker.
like that in real life. That was really
The
painful
guilt.
to have to do.
Can I just say, the savagery of Phoebe setting that off and just sit back in the cut means so much to me.
I'm sorry.
Phoebe engineered that shit and then just watched.
Listen, we can talk about Sarastra at some point, but it's only session 2. I don't know.
Yeah, she'd be very proud.
Sarastra would be all about that.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my god. I know nothing about Sir Astra, and I feel like it's gonna cost me.
Oh yeah, for those of you out in the viewer world, I mean, the god that I worship and Phoebe's god, I mean, Sarastra, she's a bad bitch. She is just the most badass goddess.
She's savage.
Be her when I grow up,
So savage.
please.
Right?
Yeah.
Phoebe
my
shot a
aspirations.
pickle bomb.
I'm dead. A
That's
pickle bomb.
pickle. This whole we take this campaign on to level 20 and becomes the new fucking mistress of night and darkness at the end. You end up
Guys, we got a
displacing
problem.
Sarastra.
Sid did the pickle.
I'm just saying.
The pickle.
There are reasons that Phoebe was like, yes, go lie and do very good at it. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Just
That's Sarastra
slowly
love
turning
line.
pickle.
No spoilers, though.
We've got a
Phoebe
goddamn.
playing the long game on converting pickle.
I'm just
We've got a
saying.
goddamn
Think about
vampire and a goddamn shadow elf, and the scariest person in the party is our tiny little rat.
Is the 2 foot? How tall am I? Hold on. Is the tiny little
You're only like
2 foot
She's
8
so
rat?
She's so little.
Lorenzo is 6'4" and
God.
buff.
2 foot.
Like,
Stop leaving Phoebe alone with Pickle. She's a bad influence a little bit.
Literally the first time.
Well, now we know not to do that.
And now I want to all the
Mistakes
time.
were
because the
made.
consequences
I
were
know.
awesome.
I think right now we're like mixing the party chemistry to see, like, you put this person with this person, what happens? Like, you put
Disaster.
Lorenzo and Bastion,
Disaster is what happens.
Disaster strike.
you put Lorenzo and
We haven't
Bastion
had a
together.
good. We haven't had a good. There hasn't
No,
been
no,
a
whatsoever.
good pickle bastion hangout yet.
Yeah, we have.
Needs
Yeah.
to happen. This is episode 2, people.
Yeah. I know. But have you seen?
We
But have you
have-
seen the fan art done by us? By me and Draku?
We have
We're
14
ready.
more episodes, and in fact, if anyone is wondering about that fan art done by our adorable, incredible, and amazingly talented Pickle, then please wonder no more. Wonder
Oh,
no
no.
more.
So good.
Oh, look
it's
at it!
so good.
Look at it!
Look at it.
Look
It's
how
so
cute we
good.
are.
I was trying to. I was trying to explain this to somebody the other day, and I realized how incredibly meta and difficult it is to explain that. That, like, oh yeah, my friend Draku drew a picture that her character in the universe drew of all of our friends. It's confusing. My favorite detail here, by the way, is that it looks like she started spelling Phoebe with an F and then crossed it off and wrote it the proper
Oh,
way, which
no.
is just adorable.
Look at Rumble.
She got Rumble. I'm
My
just so
emotions.
And the little Dawson.
Drac, what's the thing next to Pickle? It says me, and then on the right side, what's it say?
I think
That's
that's
her
her
name.
autograph in her language.
In Dwarven, yeah, because that's the
Yeah.
only language she can write with
really?
any kind of with any kind
Wow.
of goodness.
This is the kind of depth
Oh.
you only.
And she drew it in with her left hand just to give it that little child look thingy. It's the best.
Which honestly,
love
though,
stand
there's gonna
Pickle
be
in this
so
house.
much more. There's gonna be so much more fan art after this session too. I'm gonna draw so many pictures.
I
as
swear to
Pickle.
God, I will make or ask Charlie to help me make, because I'm not yet sure how to do a slideshow in the mix, but I will do a fucking fan art reel if I can.
Well,
Oh yes.
I've been hiding for the last week, but I realized that I did make Phoebe good at painting, so oh no.
Do it.
Ah.
Fan
Savvy's
art,
not good at
fan art.
painting though.
Yeah, but I feel like
It's just
Phoebe might not be good at painting and just doesn't care.
Maybe
'cause
here's the
it's
thing.
all
Maybe
about the
Phoebe just
emotions.
thinks she's good
Yeah.
at painting.
I kind of love that.
Watch
I kind of love that. Phoebe thinks she's
Watch me paint a bunch of like just incredibly abstract paintings over this next week, and Phoebe just be like, "Yes,
Perfect.
these are you."
Can I just say,
it.
I love that most streams like try and get their fans to do art, but we're all like, let's draw our shit.
We're all
Here's the
clamoring
thing.
to do our own.
Your
Oh
biggest
my God.
fan. Your biggest fan should always be you.
Think about it.
Think about it.
Preach it.
I mean, that's kind of that. The whole thing. This stream wasn't supposed to have character art, but then I was like, "Oh, but they're so good." It's just, you
Oh
know.
my god.
And you're so good also. Let's not let that go away.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh,
Right?
shut up.
right.
Kudos.
We're not. This is not complimenting Lady Hour. She has to be in charge of things, and she cannot be reduced to an emotional mush on the floor. So,
I'm just saying,
Um,
below road moment was
Yes.
such a bonding experience for the fucking party that I just absolutely loved it.
Literally incredible.
So much.
I'm so sad nobody sold memories. I was like here for it with Lorenzo, just
I
going for.
I was going to.
I mean, you went for another stupid thing. I'm very happy that any red shiny button you see somewhere on the horizon, you just skip to it like. Da, da, da,
Oh yeah,
da.
absolutely. Lorenzo's gonna press all the buttons right now. I'm telling y'all.
I considered it briefly.
I'm okay with that.
I'm pretty sure you did more than consider it, according to that creepy, Babadook looking dude.
Listen, sometimes you have to sell your memories to the Babadook.
Glad we got to tell Babadook to fuck off. That's an accomplishment today.
Oh.
So yeah, this
So what's up,
happened,
Lydia?
and I'm happy with you guys. This was fun. Not quite knowing what was gonna happen in the city, and always a little bit taxing to play in someone else's playground, because this city, of course, exists. It is mentioned partly, of course, in the in the World Book, Kobold Press World Book, but also in the Warlock Guide to the Shadow Realm. If anyone wants to pick that sort of stuff up, there's a lot of good things in there. So of course you always want to not live up to the beautiful things that Kobold Press have done with this setting, and at the same time, you know what? No, the Guildmaster, that's just gonna be Form A38 from the Asterix comics. That's just gonna be that. And the Dragon Internet's just gonna be a guide, and you still get to fuck around with it a little bit, and you've made it so much fun to do that. Let's have a little, this time, counterclockwise sign off with where we can find you, what projects you're involved with. If you want to compliment your fellow players any more than you have already done, feel free to do so. We're starting with Bastion, then Lorenzo, then Pickle, then Phoebe. So Colin.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for indulging bullshit and letting me play Dulcimer on stream. I never get to do this. Come on.
Always.
Much appreciated. That was so much fun. Trying to think of, my favorite bit from today though. It's I know my favorite bit is it's Pickle Karen. It may always be Pickle Karen from here on out. I think that might be it for me as far as big moments go in this show. Pickle Karen, just Draco, just so good. And of course, I'm a sucker for a bromance, so anytime I get to hang with Lorenzo, always good. And it really goes to show you why I'm a failed poet, because I'm not good at the subtle imagery, because the minute I pulled out that card, everyone was like, oh shit, I know what that is about. So that was not very, what are you gonna do? Trying to do the little things, but yeah, my little things, my big things. So.
You gave it away with moon
And-
shape. I'm like,
To be fair, I kind of fucked that up for you by
indicate
the,
what it was.
you know, by the actual reaction of the
you
cart.
sold it hard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because of shit bit. Shut up.
So I did.
Cap.
I also have been working on I've been working on a song for Bastion that some of you heard bits of tonight, but I'm going to be sort of. It'll appear as we go on probably, and I'm going to be adding to it, and hopefully by the time this series is over, we will have the completed Bastion theme. That's what I'm tentatively calling it right now. It may not actually be about Bastion. We'll see. You're muted, Lydia.
Oh, sorry.
Still
Colin,
very muted.
What other
Yes.
projects are you doing, and
Ooh.
where else can we find you?
That's a great question, Lydia. This, and then Wednesday's Cult on Encounter Roleplay from 6 to 9. This episode's going to be super weird, and the last one was very, very bloody, and this one will probably be very bloody also. I got, like, blood eagled last time. And then Friday night from 9 to midnight, Wild and Chaotic. Where I get to be good old Captain Kit again. And I finally have the hat. I've been teasing the hat for a while, but Kit finally has a hat that will, at some point, make an appearance as soon as he's ready, but not a moment sooner. And that's all that's going on. So yeah, I'm Colonomicon. I roll dice and pretend to be other people. Hit me up on Twitter at Colonomicon. That's all.
Noir.
Hello, I'm Noir. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter as The Noir Enigma. You can find me on SoundCloud, Instagram, and TikTok as Noir Enigma. One day I'll have them all matched, but it's not today. As for my favorite moment, I don't think you're going to get an answer from anybody that's not Pickle Karen. Like, it's a legendary bit now, and it makes Pickle Rick look like hot garbage. It's just so great. She kept building up. And then to reach the final form, it was just, mwah.
It's like she just kept getting more inflated, and the voice just kept getting higher pitched. And
again, the thing that makes it all the worse to me is like the most calm-centered person in the world is the one that just triggered it and just watched the bomb go off. Like, yeah, just go in there. It'll be fine. Just lie a little bit. Devious. Yeah, and of course, yes, the bromance between Lorenzo and Bastion. I love those moments. I love them a lot. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that for now, because there's some stuff. But let's see. What else? Oh, I'm supposed to talk about other projects, right? So, over on the LFM network, tomorrow I believe they're running a rerun of our Conspiracy in the Stars, and on Sunday we'll be showing the last episode. And I'm also in another game with LFM, Degrees of Madness, where we're playing a Call of Cthulhu game with the fine folks from Perception Studios. So I am playing Call of Cthulhu with puppets, and it's awesome. So yeah, that's me.
Hi everybody, it's Pickle. Oh boy.
You feel the need to make the voice a lot deeper at the end of the show, just so everyone knows that's not how you really sound.
Alright, let me just talk
it's
really
Pickle.
low right now and just make it sound a lot deeper than I really sound. Nah,
It's your girl, Pickle.
It's your girl, it's Pickle. Here I am. Hey everybody, so I'm Draku. You can find me at Draku at most places except for Twitch, because somebody stole it from me, so Draku3690. Yeah, I'm a variety streamer, so if you want to find me, I'm usually playing video games, all kinds. Tomorrow I'll be playing Ori, which is an amazingly beautiful game. Okay, my favorite part, honestly, was y'all's bromance that you had in the store. Like, that was adorable, and I love it. I'm all there for it. The positivity between the characters in this group, I love it so much. Like, I'm just gonna rant about that every single session we have. I love how we interact with each other. I love how we play off each other. This is just such a fun group, and I am here for it, and I love it. It is amazing. Specifically, Lorenzo, your little one-off jokes that you're making just killed me. So multiple times I just completely broke because you'd say like just the perfect one-liner that I was just dead. So I love it. I love this group though. It's super fun and I cannot wait for next Monday. I'm already ready. Here we go.
And it's me. I'm next and last. Hi, everybody. I'm Savvy at Savvy Seaworth on Twitter, which is where I mostly exist when I'm not streaming. You can find me throughout most of the week on twitch.tv/game nights. That's game with 2 G's and nights with a K. I'm there every day but Mondays and Wednesdays. So come hang out with us. We play D&D and I run Monster of the Week, and we play the Sprawl and lots of other sort of fun stuff going on over there. My schedule's pinned to my Twitter. Not going to go through all of it because it's the schedule of a person who needs to take a break, probably. But it's very fun. I love all my games. So yeah, come hang out with me there. When I'm not there on Friday afternoons at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm on twitch.tv/encounter roleplay, running an Apocalypse World game. Lydia's there. And some other fun friends as well. It's called Diesel Punks, and it's diesel and it's rowdy. And that's really all I can say about it. But yeah, today, I would say... I mean, I do want to just like echo everyone else, like the bromance. It's very good. I can't really contribute anything else to it because everybody's kind of said everything I was going to say. But just in general, this group is very good and very nice and play off each other very well. And we love each other. And if you want 14-ish more weeks of that, here we are.
You're in the right place, yeah. I actually have a different favorite moment, but that might just be from the GM's point of view, because obviously they were great. But my favorite moment was when you actually found the way out of the low roads. And just taking that little bit of that tiny hint of emotion is the key to then make music and chat and just ignore the looming darkness and sort of grow together so beautifully.
Lydia? Yeah. Can I tell you a secret? I didn't take the hint. I had no idea what you were.
No, you didn't, but they did.
All.
They did. I fully know that you
really?
didn't.
Good job, guys. I had no idea. Not a clue.
No, I think the first one I noticed was Pickle. I think Draco was with the lights and everything, and I think you got the idea, right? Yeah, so it's fine. And then you just played off the others because that's what you do. So you're still fine.
Well, if you were to ask Phoebe about it, she would say, I mean, happiness is its own kind of magic.
So deep. The deepest magic.
You're like really teasing with the think about it now.
I know, right? I'm just waiting for them, but they just don't come anymore.
Really withholding the think about it.
Because we do it for her. But I am half-hour's hermit, and I'm dying with these fuckers, but in the best way possible. You can find me, like Phoebe said, Savvy, you're yourself again. Like Savvy said on Fridays. That's terrifying. But on Fridays, 3 p.m. EST with Diesel Punks. I'm also on Encounter Roleplay on the Discord a lot because it's what I do. I do tech behind the scenes, and I will be there next weekend with a very special Fae Grinder that I'm so looking forward to. because dear Bastian there, with his horns, is going to level up his horns to be King Oberon. And I am going to be his
Those ones are
beloved wife.
significantly larger than these ones.
And that voice, it's going to be the death of me. But I'm going to be Queen Titania. We're running through a very difficult time. It's a bit of a rough patch. Maybe a divorce is in order. We'll find out, and many people will suffer for it. We're collecting money for Thrive DC with that. So basically, we have a bunch of contenders, about 15, 16, and they are tasked with killing, basically, the other person. They will die horribly and screaming, and you can help them either die or die a little bit later with your donations. And all those donations, 100% of those donations, go to a worthy cause to help many of the homeless folks in DC, Washington DC. And if you want to join in another meat grinder or any of the other games we do on Encounter, then please join the Discord as well, because everything is announced there. We have games throughout the week. It's a fun community. Lots of you are already there. I'm preaching to the choir, well, the chorus, the chaos chorus, but it's a good chorus, and you should join if you're not there. We will be back in a week with this lovely bunch right here on Kobold Press. Do check out their materials while you're at it. They have good stuff, supplement 4-5e, settings, monsters, everything you could want. GM advice, booklets as well. Tomorrow I'll be back here at my 1 a.m. Everyone else's 8 p.m. That's with a little GM advice show with CrimeNat. So if you want to join me again, just back tomorrow, same time. If not, next week. See you there. And we're going to end with the beautiful trailer that Charlie made. Thank you very much.
Woo!
And see you soon.